we are supposed to find this thing MST, that would be taking one more expected value of this thing. This is what we have written. This would be this, and we can very well write this thing as what? E remains as it is. This E remains as it is. This n, taking log and anti-log of this thing. First of all, we have taken log of this thing. Log would be what? N log mxt, and then raising it to the power of e. That would be the same thing. That is what I am saying is that, you know, y can be written as e raised to power ln y. It's the same thing, right? Isn't it? First of all, take the log of this thing and make it to the power of e is going to be the same thing. So that's exactly what we have done. First of all, taking a log of mxt raised to power n that will be n into log of mxt, and then making it raised to power e. So this becomes effectively e raised to power expected value of e raised to power n log mxt, right? And this is what? If n was a random variable, then what was its movement density function? Expected value of e raised to power n. If you try to compare these things, this is nothing but n as it is, and instead of t we have got log of mxt. So that means the movement density function of n was m and t. So t has to be replaced by this thing, log of mxt. So this is nothing but mn and t replaced by log of mxt. This is exactly what we have written. Is this thing clear to everybody? In case if it is not clear, please don't hesitate. I can explain it once more, twice more, thrice more, whatever you will. But are these things clear? That how did we go about finding this movement density function? What about you, Pallavi? Is this thing clear? Swarham, Arti? Gunja, yeah, I can explain it once more, definitely. Gunja, which particular point is not clear to you? Right from the beginning for this particular thing, or something in between? Okay, energy from the beginning. Okay, the concept is whenever you are supposed to find any kind of expected value which is related to S, where I took log. I will explain that thing also, Pallavi, don't worry. The point, Gunja, is this, that whenever we are talking about any expected values of S, then instead of directly finding it, what we do is that we take expected value of something of S, whatever it is, given some value of n. And once we have that thing, then we take as an expected value of this thing, because of the fact that expected value of S given n, if we take another expected value of this, we would end up getting expected value of S. And this is our aim is. So we are going to first of all start from this thing and then take another expected value of this thing. So in our case, when we are talking about movement density function, what we are doing that we are supposed to find the expected value of t raised to power n. So first of all, we are going to start with expected value of t raised to power ts given some n. So effectively this. So we are going to start with e given some value of n will be e raised to power t raised to x1 plus x2. Okay. Is it clear now? Okay, great. So what I am saying is that expected value of t raised to power n given some n, that would be expected value of t raised to power x1 plus x2 till xn given some n and take some value of n. Effectively this would mean what? Expected value of e raised to power tx1 plus x2 till that n xn, right? This would be what? Expected value of e raised to power tx1 into e raised to power tx2 so on till e raised to power t raised to xn, right? This being independent, we can write it like this: expected value of tx1 into expected value of e raised to power tx2 into expected value of e raised to power txn, right? And this is individually what? The movement density function for x1, that is mx1 t. This is what? This is mx2 t. This is what? mxn t. These all are identically distributed, hence they are all the same, so that we can very well say this is nothing else but mxt raised to power n. Is this thing clear till this point, Rashi, Gunja? And everybody else too? It's clear till this point? Okay, great, Rashi. What about you, Gunja? Is this thing clear till this point? That expected value of e raised to power t is given some value of n is nothing else but the moment changing function of x raised to power n. Isn't it? Okay, great. Now what are we supposed to do? We can take another expected value of this thing. Remember I told you at the beginning that in order to find expected value of s from here, we are going to take another expected value of this thing. So now we have to take expected value of this thing, this complete thing, mxt raised to power n. Right. Now, for a second, just forget this thing. Concentrate here. N is a random variable. So moment generating function for n would be mnt, which would be nothing else but expected value of e raised to power tn. Right? Okay. Now coming back to this point, this can be written as what? Okay, let me go to a new page. We are at this point, expected value of mxt raised to power n, right? Just concentrate here yet again. Are you all able to see this thing, that when a is given to you, this is nothing else but e raised to power log n. These are two same things. The left hand side a or e raised to power log n is the same thing. Is it right, Pallavi? Is it right, Gunja? A is nothing else but e raised to power log n. Right, Gunja? Right. So I am going to do the same thing. This is a quantity given to you. First of all, take log of this thing. That would be what? N log of mxt. And then we have to make this thing power to e. So this will be e raised to power n log mx. This is the same thing. So we can write it this way. Expected value of n. Now remember what was the moment changing function for n? That is mnt. What was it? It was expected value of e raised to power tn. If you try to just compare this thing and this thing, we have got expected value of e raised to power n into something. Here also e into expected value of n into something, which was t here. So instead of t, we have here log of mxt. So that means instead of writing mnt, we can write it was nothing else but mn, where t is declared by log of mxt. Right? Now is this thing clear, Gunja? And what about you, Pallavi? Now is this thing clear? And in fact, everybody else also. Is this particular step clear? That I have written it this way. This is nothing else but the moment changing function for n, where t is replaced by log of mxt. Okay, great. Now, so this was the derivation. So remember, again we have used the same philosophy, that taking the expectation value with their conditional expectation, that is given the value of n, and then in order to get to the final expectation, we take one more expectation value, right? So this is the philosophy which we are going to use across these questions, even in the derivation as well as in the question also. So effectively now we have found that moment changing function for mxt will be nothing else but mn of log of mxt. So here we have got an example in which we say that, let's say we have a compound Poisson distribution. What do we mean by compound Poisson distribution? Compound Poisson distribution means, again, x is equal to x1 till x2 till xn, that is n is Poissonally distributed and x has some distribution. That is what the meaning of compound Poisson distribution is. So suppose n was Poissonally distributed, Poisson lambda given to you. So we know that the mean of n is also lambda and the variance of n is also lambda by the definition of Poisson distribution. So what would be the expected value of s? Remember we found the expected value of s is expected value of x into expected value of n. So whatever the expected value of x is ex multiplied with the expected value of n, that will be lambda. And remember what we found as variance of s is expected value of x, expected value of n into variance of x, expected value of n is lambda, and into plus variance of n into expected value of x. This is application of formula straight away. So this is lambda variance x plus lambda ex square. So we can clearly write this thing as this thing. Okay, Raji. I will bring my mic closer to my face, then it might not break. Okay. Is it better now, Raji?